Woo! Oh, it's going down today. Welcome to the channel and welcome to We Plus 3. First things first. All right, a few videos ago, I would say 2 or 3 videos, I'll post a video right here. I asked you guys, I said, hey, if you made it to the end of this video, I've got something for you. Brian H at Bree, so B-R-I-H-E. So this is his channel. So Brian, reach out to us on Instagram. We got something for you. If you don't have Instagram, I don't know how you can message us, find our email. Anyways, let's connect. I've got something for you. We appreciate the support. Thanks for watching. So wanted to start that off and just say thank you so much. So again, that's Brian H. Got the morel mushrooms at the top. Today's gonna be a weird one, but we're doing it. We're doing this together. We've got a lot of maintenance to do. The resistance monster is back and he's hungry. I don't know if this motorhome is becoming a money pit or not. I think I'm gonna get a custom plate that says money pit, like M-N-Y-P-I-T, short for money pit, because you can only have like 6 letters. We got a lot of stuff coming up to this channel about the motorhome in a video that I never wanted to make, but it's time. I'm gonna have to make it. We're gonna go to Lowe's today. We gotta go to AutoZone. We got a lot of stuff we gotta do because we're about to make a trek across the US. I actually just forgot something, so I gotta go back to the motorhome. We are also on a time crunch because I have got to beat the light today. I'm running the coach real quick, grab what I needed, and we're gonna go do all these things today, and you're coming along. There's gonna be a little bit of beef. We're gonna spill some tea today. The brand that we're gonna be working with soon is a few of them. The reason we're going to Indiana, we got a lot of stuff going on with the coach. The brand of the coach has been awesome to work with so far. The emails have been awesome. We're going to update you along the entire journey of what's going on with the motorhome. And again, like I said, I never thought I would have to make a video like this, but we're going to keep it cool. We're going to keep it casual and relaxing. So grab a snack, come along on the journey. I'm glad you're here. Did you grab a snack? And first of all, I'm on one today. We have been hustling at this channel. I'm not going to lie. We've been doing YouTube and social media content, I would say, since about 2016, 2017. We had no idea what we were even doing back in the day, I'm not gonna lie, but we did it. We've been on this platform since 2016, and we've loved every minute of it. We're excited to take this channel to the next level, which when I say a lot of things are coming to the channel, I mean it. We got a lot of things coming to the channel. I gotta pick a bone with you guys. Truly, we appreciate whoever's been here since the beginning. Thank you so much for literally supporting, watching these videos. It actually helps us grow. My bone is 70% of people who are watching these videos, 70, are not even subscribed. You guys are just here watching and you're not even subscribed? What is even life? Come on. If you're watching this video, push right here on our logo and subscribe. It's free, it helps us out. All you can do is hit subscribe. That's it. Join the community, join the family. We're actually due for our yearly maintenance, but with everything that's been going on with the motorhome, we have to get that taken care of first and head to Indiana. And I'm actually wondering if they can just service the coach for the yearly maintenance while it's there. We've got a lot of back and forth emails that have been going on. The lady I'm speaking with, I'm not gonna put her name on here unless she gave me permission to do that, but she's been so kind to work with and it's just been good. We'll go through the entire process with you. We'll tell you what's happened and what's going on with the motorhome. At the end of the day, anything you spend money on, something's always going to happen. First off, AutoZone, we're going to get some coolant for the motorhome, make sure it's topped off for the trip as we head to Indiana. And I know it's going to be a cold one, so I want to make sure we have everything we need. And 2, second bone to pick is we have a problem with our tow window. The tow window on the motorhome, which is the driver window, is a big deal. It's if something was to go wrong with that, it would be a nightmare, right? I think when they put the window in from the manufacturer years ago, I think it was a bad product. I think the window was bad. I think somehow it has come apart. I don't know. I think the window has failed and it's allowing water to come in. We also have a problem with the passenger window, the small one next to the main door. I'll put it up here on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. It's fogging. A coach that's like, let's say 2 to 2.5 years old shouldn't be having any issues with the glass. You notice whenever the sun hits it just right, which is that normal? I don't know, I'm not an engineer. The window on the driver's side should not be leaking water. The company of the actual glass says they are covering everything but the labor to put it in, which I understand that, but I feel like the labor should be taken care of because it's not my fault that the product failed and it's not my fault that the product may have not been installed correctly. But I understand they have to make their money, and it is what it is. But me as being a business owner, I felt like I would go and eat all the costs to make sure the customer is happy. People think the customer is always right. That's not always the case. I personally don't think the customer is always right, but I think the customer always needs to be heard. But who knows where this entire thing will take us. I'm sure it will all work out in the end, and I am very grateful to have the communication I have so far with them. First up is AutoZone. We're gonna pull in there, we're gonna get some fluids, and I hope they have exactly what I'm looking for, because I don't have time to wait on Amazon for the product to come in. I was hoping AutoZone would have what I needed as far as like the silicone stuff. The only thing that I can do to keep that window from acting a fool is to maybe seal it up where I think the water is coming in at. I think the window has failed. I think the panes are coming apart, and I think the best thing for that window is to replace it. Also, what are you guys working on? Or do you have any projects you're doing? Is there anything in life that's motivating you right now? Maybe resistance is out to get you guys. Comment down below. We share our life here. We put our life on the internet. I would hope that you guys would think it's okay to also share about what you have going on. Let's use these videos to uplift each other. Let's talk, let's hang out. Use the chats below to build up this community. Let's be a world of knowledge to each other. What can I teach you and what can you teach me? A few videos ago, you guys reached out and say, hey, go get some dielectric grease for the watchdog. And I went and got it, and now you guys have saved me. I know it sounds super silly. You saved me a few minutes of travel day. You probably are laughing and thinking, oh, dude, you only saved a few minutes just by putting some grease on something. No, you guys don't even understand. If we can make a part of our day more simple, why are we not doing it? Time is something you never get back. So if you can take the time to learn something that's gonna make your time more relevant and quicker, why are we not doing that? I did not know this video was gonna go like this today. I had a whole different mindset of doing this video, but I'm glad it is, because I'm literally having my own therapeutic conversation with you. Ooh, peeping a Hummer EV. Look at that thing, guys. How do you feel about the Hummer EV? I think they look pretty cool. That one's got like a soft top on it or something in the front. I don't know about that. But pulling into Lowe's, I'm gonna try to run in here as quick as possible. I tend to wander off and grab things I definitely don't need. But while I'm here, what do I really need? Right? So I'm out here contemplating exactly what I need before I go in there, because if not, I'm gonna start looking at tools. I'm gonna start looking for things that are on sale, and then that's gonna start being a game over, and then I'm gonna forget why I actually came here to get, and that's gonna be a problem. I'm already seeing like 3 things that they got outside that I don't even need. I know you're human, and I know you do the same thing. Also just realized there was an AutoZone right there that I could just went there and then came over here. That's not a big deal. That's fine. Everything works out how it's supposed to. Ooh, which entrance? Let's go to the pro entrance. Yeah, let's do that. I'm feeling like a pro today. See, here I go, looking for things that I don't need. Have you guys ever heard of this brand? Candy? Kind of cool. Hey, I have those for my trailer. Yeah, these are pretty neat. I've never heard of this brand. Candy electric cart. You guys know anything about this? Dang. Oh, look at this one. Got the full back seat. Got a nice screen set up right there. Dang. Do I snag one? I have nowhere to put it, or I definitely would. Let's see how much these are. You can buy you a car for that price. $94.9, $94.9. Oh no, the one with the big seat. Look at that in the back. That one's $10.5. Taxes out the door, you're looking 11, 12,000 probably. But yeah, I've never heard of it. Candy electric golf cart. I'm already scatterbraining. I did exactly what I said I was gonna do, but at least I'm not a liar. All right, let's go in here. Let's focus on exactly what we need. Should I grab a basket? I feel like when you grab a basket, you tend to get things that you don't need, but we're all human. It's just the way of life. Remember in the last few videos ago, I was trying to help a guy out that had a flat. This is what I need. I need something that can send air to the tires, that can, you click on it, you can push and pull the air through to the tire. You just want to make sure you have stuff on a long road trip. I think I'm gonna invest in that, but they've got more over there. Let's go check it out. Here I am, getting a basket. Yeah, $9.98. That's not a bad gig. See, but I'm pretty sure I bought this whole kit here, and that utensil came with it. Oh, here we are, tearing stuff up. Actually, I think I already have this. Yes, I do. I already have that attachment. Here we go. Look, I just saved $9.98. Now I can spend it. That's my wife's math right there. She's like, well, I saved the money, but now I can spend it. I'm just playing games. I do need another item over here that will make more sense on the next video, and if I don't end up using it, I can return it. So it says here you can use power sports and automotive for an optimal charge. So cool, we'll get that. We'll start the journey in Lowe's with that. Also need to invest in a nice little grease gun for the new Gen Y hitch, because every few months you do want to make sure that you do keep that nice and greased up. They did tell me to find one that has a bendable end on it. I think we're gonna go with the mini grease gun with a bendable hose so we can get in there. I think this is the route to go. Uses a 3-ounce cartridge. Okay, so the 3-ounce cartridge, which would be these right here. I decided to go on the mini versions. I mean, if they sell a better grease gun, let me know, but I think this is gonna be okay with what we're gonna need. Do you ever feel like these are always in the spot you don't want them to be? I always feel like every time I need to be somewhere, this is exactly in the way that I need it. I don't know if it's just me or what's going on. I think this is all the glues anyways. Nope, there's the silicones right there. I think I'm looking for waterproof sealant, clear silicone, shoe goo. Man, we've got this stuff. Marine sealant, above below water, 24-hour fast cure. Okay, that's a possibility. But I'm eyeballing this right here. Okay, how do we move these? I think do we just, oh my God, oh gosh. See, this is what I'm talking about. It's a resistance monster. Move that out of the way. Now we're talking. Okay, so I think this is what we're looking for. Clear silicone, sinks, tubs, aquariums. Oh, windows right there. I think one's sufficient, right? And if we need another one, we can always come back to Lowe's. But I think this is gonna be good. As long as it doesn't dry white and chalk up all over the place, I'm definitely cool with that. So, all right, got a basket full of goodies. I think we're good. Do you guys need anything while I'm here? No, I'm just kidding. Always make a phone call to the wife. Hey, do you need anything while I'm out? That way you can't say that I didn't ask you. See, here's what I'm talking about. Try to leave. You got all this. Oh man, oh no. Okay. See, this is how they get you. It's like when you go to TJ Maxx and they make you walk through all the stuff. I just told the guy my whole trip was fit into one bag. That means I didn't spend enough money. Someone's ripping. Hopefully I get everything I needed for this project. I'm pretty sure I did. I know I won't know until I get all the way back to the RV. We're gonna pack up, we're gonna race this sun here, and hopefully find out if I got everything we need. I'm gonna navigate back to the RV, get this going. We are racing daylight now, and I think that I can get everything completed and finished. It's 4:30 in the afternoon, and it literally feels like it's 7 o'clock at night. I don't know with the time change, if that's what you guys are feeling as well. I want more time to do what I want to do, but you know what? Woke up breathing today, so I'll take it. All right, guys, we gotta talk. I've got an addiction. Hi, my name's Jiren, and I'm addicted to cinnamon rolls. Oh my gosh. Have you guys ever tried Cinnaholic? Seriously. Probably the best cinnamon rolls you will ever eat. And when I say they are the best cinnamon rolls, I'm not even lying, I'm not even fibbing. Like, I've literally lost my daylight by stopping to get these cinnamon rolls. We're gonna pop over here for a second. I used to get like cookie dough, chocolate chips, all the belongings on there and all the things. But now, I just do an old school. Okay? Let's just take it in a little bit. It just dawned on me. It's called Cinnaholic. Anything that ends in a lick can't be good for you. Alcoholic. You catching what I'm putting down? Fun story about Cinnaholic. They were featured on Shark Tank years ago. I found them in Texas, and they're totally vegan. The sugar's vegan. The entire place is vegan. But let's be real. The whole moral of the story I'm trying to tell you about. There's a lot worse things that you could be doing in life. Sugar is one of the things I'm trying to cut. How do you cut sugar? How do you do it? How do you do it? I'll sit here, I'll wait. Anyways, what I'm getting at is, if you guys have not tried Cinnaholics, you gotta try it. If you do try it, comment down below, let me know. So good. But anyways, I was just talking to them in there. They're like, you're a regular now. And I'm like, I mean, is that bad to be a regular? Is that bad to be a regular of anything? I think I'm gonna have to continue this video tomorrow because I'm running out of daylight. We're literally racing daylight. I've got maybe 10 minutes until it's pitch black outside. So let's get this maintenance figured out. Let's complete everything we need to complete, and let's get the RV not leakable. That's the goal. Not gonna lie, I thought we had more time to do these projects, but that's okay. We'll see ya in the morning just like this. All right, we're shifting gears. I told you, it got dark quick.
It did get dark. It gets dark at like 5 o'clock now.
I know, I was like, actually it was gonna be a transition. I was like, and now it's morning time. we're going to Chipotle. we're gonna go eat. I'm not saying it's because I went to Cinnaholic. I mean, that's not what the reason of it was.
You went somewhere I can't eat? I can eat absolutely everything in the world, but do I want to deal with the consequences later?
Yeah. What do you think about this new mount? Isn't this so cool?
It's my shirt.
Your shirt's like freaking out the
sorry.
camera. I don't know what it's doing. Right, welcome to day 2 of all the projects that we gotta get done. We have had rain off and on this morning, and it's been weird. We got tons of stuff we gotta do. We gotta fill the coach up with the coolant today. We gotta top off the def. We gotta make sure that window was sealed up until I can get to the location that's gonna be taking care of that window, and some other things that we'll be talking about in another video. So without further ado, got to bundle up today. It's a little chilly, and I've actually never been to an RV park where I've seen so many actual like RVs put skirting around their units. That's a telltale sign it's time to go. So we leave in a few days, very, very soon from the spot, and that's what we're gonna do. I see people like bundling up their RVs, putting like, I don't know if it's probably not trash bags. I would say some kind of weather repellent skirting or something. They're putting like 2x4s, 2x2s around their units, foaming it off, insulating it, and they're building it up. There goes another raindrop. Enough talking. Let's get these projects underway. Let's just get them completed. If you hear a bunch of racket going on, there's a bunch of people around me with drill guns and it sounds like impact wrenches building these walls. I don't want to show their setup because I don't want to do that. So anyways, that's what's going on. They're basically building a perimeter around their RV. I think to keep the cold air from coming underneath the RV, which causes the floor to be cold, which makes the entire unit cold. But I'm gonna lie, if it's cold, I'm trying to get out of here. Okay, let's get these projects done. So recommended on the motor coach coolant was this stuff right here. I do just want to top it off because there is a little looking glass on the back that shows where the coolant should be. And I can see it in there, but you do want to top things off. I mean, things do sometimes evaporate, you're sitting so long. We don't have any leaks, thank goodness. I'm gonna grease the Gen Y as well. So you know what, let's just stop all the telling you what I'm gonna do and let's just get them done. I think I'm contemplating and going slow because I don't want to do all this, but it is part of the lifestyle. It is part of maintenance, and it's due. We're gonna start with sealing off this window the best we can. Like I said, I don't think it was ever installed correctly, and I think that the window has failed. So I'm gonna put the ladder up. Let's go ahead and get this sealed up so that way the silicone has plenty time to dry and water can at least stop coming in and until this entire thing gets replaced. Here's the issue we've got going on. We've already got a little bit of water in it. I'm gonna have to dry all of this out, probably clean it with a little bit of alcohol first, but I think the problem is up here and it is causing a ruckus. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it, but the actual window is actually coming apart. The ultimate goal is just to have water stop coming in, and hopefully today that'll happen. It's almost like the window glass has opened up kind of like this, which is allowing things to come in. And the idea is if I can put silicone in there to stop that from opening, at least water intrusion coming in, that'll be okay until this window gets replaced. First things first, got a rag, got some rubbing alcohol. Let's get this sealed up. Also, if you guys have a motorhome or an RV, has anything like this ever happened where the window has failed and just started opening, actually by running my hand at the top of this seal right here, I can feel it. So let's say there's a 1/4 inch gap on this far left side. I'm running my finger down it, and like right here, when I stop about a quarter of the way up or over, I can feel the window get a lot thicker, like opening up a little bit. This stuff is supposed to dry pretty quickly. The idea is just put it on the window ledge and hopefully it closes this gap up a little bit. Yeah, you can tell there's some problems been going on. So I'm gonna fill this crack up and hopefully this fixes the concern until we can get this thing replaced. I'm gonna use a glove just to kind of make sure it gets down on the crack pretty good and glides well. And hopefully don't get any more rain today. Definitely don't want to deal with that. I think the next step would be to spray a little bit of Windex on wherever the silicone kind of touched, and then hopefully this gets it off of the wall. I've seen a video online, but I've never done this, so we're gonna learn together. Just focus on the wall, and they said it should do it. Feel like it's working. So the video was like, spray Windex, clean off your walls, rub your fingers down there. Okay, I can get behind this. So there's the silicone, it's in there. It's super nice. I think it's gonna set somewhat okay, but I've got it in there. It looks like it's holding, but I don't know if you can see the window, but it's actually bows out a little bit and it gets super thick about right here in this general area. So I think the window has failed and opened up, but I don't know. I'm no engineer. And then you can see it gets super tight right here. So look at the difference in the gap. You see this gap right here? Okay, how wide that is? And then look how it goes all the way down to this very small pencil gap. You can definitely see it from this angle. Super thin. And then as it goes down, it gets super thick and wide. So it looks like the window goes almost at an angle out to the left. I'm kind of glad I found this so I know what I'm talking about. I feel better about knowing that. Does it help that it's failed and it's broke? No, but hopefully this does help until I can get it into the shop that's gonna take care of this. The fit and finish on this, so for one, you can see the roof just has so much just sealant, and that's another issue that we'll get to eventually, but there's just so much goop along the side of the coach that doesn't allow water to come off the coach, and that's going to be another day, another video, like I said. But the fit and finish on this is just horrific. I didn't add any of this. This is all from manufacturer, but you see how this is already all cracking? This could be a problem over time, and like I said, the fit and finish is just not, it's just not good. You've got this cap here, and the cap goes from here and goes down, step down, and then it goes to the side of the coach. It goes all the way down. So now that I'm actually up here, I'm starting to notice a bunch more stuff, like the paint finishes. They've got dripping paint on it. That's not for me. I didn't cause that. And then just look at this. This is just not how I would do things. We've got open screw heads for one. I mean, that can't be good, right? We've got cracking paint. I painted over just the sealant. Like, look at the paint falling off. That's not good. We've got just I don't even know. So I may come up here real quick with the silicone and just come through with all these cracks right here. Yes, I know this is probably a maintenance item and it could be foreseen as my fault, but that's just not how you do a fit and finish. But we'll do a full breakdown of all my pet peeve stuff later on. But there's a little bit more goop right here, as you guys can see, and the fit and finish on that is just not how it should be either. So we'll get around to the roof one day. I'm gonna fill some of this in and see if I can't, I don't know, it'll just make me feel better to have, you know, that sealed off. So I'm gonna do that real quick, and then we're gonna continue the maintenance day. I highly recommend when you're buying something, I want to say don't go through it with a fine-tooth comb, but go through it with a fine-tooth comb, because these are things that most people would be like, oh, it's not a big deal, but over time they become a big deal. And that's one of the reasons I'm making this video right now, is so people know no matter how much money you spend, you're still going to have problems. It doesn't matter. I know I'm just mumbling at this point, and it's unfortunate that you do that you spend this amount of money, you expect a good, you know, product. So I'm gonna get that other spot sealed up and feel better about my day. I think I'm gonna go ahead and take down all the magnet shades, because they're supposed to be having some snow sleet, water. We leave in a few days, and I really don't want moldy, mildewy things. But doesn't the motorhome just look so good with those covers? Man, it's so nice. And it's nice because you can see out, but nobody can see in. My camera doesn't get knocked over. What I like to do is put down the main screen first, and then I put everything else on there, and then I roll them up with the pool noodle. Let me just show you. Oh yeah, this was the window I was talking about. It has to be replaced. So you see, I'm just gonna lay them all out just like this right here, and I'll roll them up. Actually never had them this perfect, because you guys are watching me, secretly judging me. I get it. Let's talk about being a good neighbor real quick. Just real quick. What is neighbor etiquette? How would you feel if you were woken up at 1:30 to 2 o'clock in the morning with an ATV ripping through your yard and driving around your truck? Just curious. Now, I'm looking at the person who did it. Now, could I say something to them? Yeah. Hopefully they do better. Who knows? Maybe they'll see this video. I don't walk through people's RV sites. Okay? And I definitely don't drive through someone's RV site at 1:30 in the morning with an ATV ripping. That's crazy. This is the only RV park that we have ever gone to where people just walk through your RV site constantly. They walk through, they let the dogs poop in the yard, they don't pick it up, and they drive through your site. Not on the gravel, like through your site. Check this out right here. Highly recommend not doing that. Have a little neighbor etiquette. Next on the docket, let's get this blue def filled up, move towards the engine, making sure everything is good to go. You can actually see the level right there. So I think I've got 2 boxes, and that'll probably fill us up to the fill line. Yeah, we can fill it up when we're driving, but I've got 2 boxes, so we're gonna utilize those. Let's get the def filled up. Now you're out. I'll take it. I'll take it. Now that I'm done with all the maintenance almost today, the sun is out. Last and final thing, I need to top off the motor coach with a little bit of coolant. Make sure our levels are where they need to be. Check the oil, and yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. I'm glad you guys are here with me. We're probably getting close to the end of this video, and thanks for just hanging out and just letting us be raw and real and just living life. I'll be honest with you, I enjoy these videos. I enjoy just hanging out with you guys and showing you just what it takes to do this lifestyle. If you guys like these videos, you can support us by subscribing and just giving us a thumbs up. We are truly grateful that you guys are here, and we love what we do, and we are glad we get to share it with you. Pop the engine bay open right here. Just press this button. Door starts opening. I don't know if I've ever showed you inside of our engine bay. It's just kind of dusty right now, but we're actually coming up on our yearly maintenance, so I'm gonna see if the shop that we're going to can go ahead and do our maintenance. I was checking our coolant right here. This is the full cold line. I do need to top off the coolant. That lid right there was kind of hard to get off, but you got to get the tabs just right. But anyways, the coolant is perfectly into the looking glass. It wasn't empty, but it was just, you know, a little, I would say not low, but it's always good to top off your coolant, make sure everything is nice. I'm gonna check the engine oil, and I'm gonna run up the coach to warm temperature and make sure everything is good to go there. But this is the inside of this Cummins motor, man, and it is just humongous. Would be lying if I said I knew how all of it worked, but I don't. I know the basics of it. Check your oil, check all your fluids, make sure you're good. Check all your belts, make sure there's no fraying on your belts, make sure everything's nice and tight and clean, and good to go. Check your air filter, make sure your air filter is good to go. Tells you exactly, you know, what you're supposed to be doing. So everything is clear and clean. We're gonna start her up and check all the levels again. The coolant is looking perfect. It is full. That's the level it should be right there. It matches. Yes, you definitely want to see coolant in the looking glass. Motor's ticking really, really good. She's warming up. We'll let her do her thing for about, I'd say 10-15 minutes. I'm gonna check that oil, but everything's purring. Here's the air dryer. It should blow off pretty soon. I like that noise. It'll be like cobwebs up in here too. Gonna do a little dusting, keep her nice and clean. There we go. That's what I was looking for. I don't know. It's a love-hate relationship, but hey, we got a diesel pusher. She's sounding awesome. We're gonna let her purr up for a little bit. We're gonna step inside and we're gonna check the transmission fluid. Actually saw a video the other day. I think his name is like PJ. He works for Integra. They actually have videos on how to service your coach, how to keep things nice, tight, clean, and it's awesome. So I was watching a video on how to check the transmission fluid, which I get my coach serviced when I'm supposed to, on time. I never skip any maintenance. I never do that stuff ever. And I always do like to keep up with things myself, but I'm always there on time and I'm doing it way before things are even needed. We're gonna go inside, we're gonna check this transmission fluid out, and let's go from there. I had this towel here just in case that water started pouring in again. In order to check the transmission, what you'll do is you'll go to basically your gear selector right here. You'll hold down these two arrows. So you can actually check your oil life here, which is showing I got 93% left. So it makes me feel pretty good about hitting the road. It is warming up still. The coach hasn't even reached temperature. You can see it's rising up on the top left hand side right there. Battery's looking good. We are full on def, as you can see right here. Get your batteries, your front PSI, your rear PSI, 127 in the front, 134 in the front. Now we are not on air right now because we are leveled out. But you've got your oil PSI, everything's looking nice. The coach is coming up to temperature along with the transmission. It's telling me all my filters are okay, transmission health is okay, and we've got no codes. On the Integra video, they actually say to come and check here because this is going to be way more accurate than actually pulling your dipstick. So I'm still going to check the dipstick because it makes me feel good that I can see oil or, you know, the transmission fluid on the dipstick, but this is super, super nice to know that it does work. It's always so nice when all the levels are just on par and perfect. I was just telling Molly, man, I'm an RV tech, content creator, husband, father. Yeah, the motor sounds so good. I think we're good. I'm gonna go ahead and kill the motor. It's been running for about 10-15 minutes. Sounds healthy. I can smell the def. It's burning off really good. Yeah, we are good. Let's clean up a little bit and let's wrap up this video. So on the air box, there's a little reader that tells you about your air and your basically the life of your air filter. I just reset it. It wasn't bad at all. We're in the green. We're not in the red. If you're in the red, you got some work to do. That means that we're staying on top of our maintenance. Nothing's getting sucked up into the filter. Everything's 100%. So we're gonna close everything up. Everyone's building like these 2x4 sections, and I'm assuming it's to keep all the warm air underneath there and not to allow cold air to pass through, which makes the, you know, RV super, super cold. So that's what I was talking about earlier. Don't mean to put them on the spot, but that's what that is. Thank you guys, you know, for being here through the fun stuff, through the work, through the thick, through the thin. We got a lot of fun stuff coming to the channel. I know this was a weird one. I wanted to throw this video together to basically just say, doesn't matter what you do in life or who you are, we all have the same problems and we're all human. The biggest thing is, what do you do with those problems? And I always say, it's only a problem if there's no solution. So think of it that way. Think about that for just a little bit. There's no problem that's too big, right? There's nothing that we cannot conquer together or alone or by yourself. Again, I appreciate you being here, and we'll see ya on the next adventure.